Well. We have some hilarious stuff today, and it's not really surprising. See, what these woke lunatics don't seem to understand is that the people on Twitter that like to howl, scream, and mock, and be absolutely lunatic, want to pretend that these people like you. No, they're a very few amount of people, and they don't cater to the majority of people. But I guess what we're seeing here is not normalcy, because seems to be pretty bad. So when you people want to see, when they go into the store, they don't want to see things that, makes them want to bleach their eyes, poke their eyes out with a knife or fork, and then want to cry their own selves to sleep. Not even women. So, I guess you get what you pay, what you endorse. Victoria's Secret CEO Amy Hawk to exit after just 8 months. Stock plummets. Oh, I wonder why. It can't possibly be because you're being completely woke and trying to caterize to a market that nobody wants. See, here's the thing. Women tend to buy this stuff to look attractive to their husband or their man. But you're not going to get the man wanting to buy that stuff because he doesn't want to go into a store that people overweight looking at. And no woman's going to feel attracted by wearing clothes that are for overweight people. There's a reason why. Victoria's Secret was meant for skinny, very attractive people, where there are stores that are meant for, overweight people that will cater to them. It's just that obvious. Now, here's another thing as well. I've always been a very small guy in terms of essentially being skinny. So, that being said, when I went to stores, finding pants or anything to really fit me, even today, is difficult. I usually have to go online to find the pants that fit me, so most of the time I just wear sweats because they tend to fit me very well, and they're also comfortable. So that's what I end up having to do. Mostly because our society is mostly overran by overweight people and pushing the overweight people, so therefore I have to go search for other places to go find my material. But it doesn't seem that this is going to be, the case here. Hawk, whose resignation goes into effect on March 31st, will also relinquish her duties as brand CEO of Pink, the sister company which sells clothing geared toward teens. New Hawk's departure sent shares of parent company Victoria's Secret and Company tumbling around 8%. Amy Hawk will be stepping down as CEO of Victoria's Secret and Pink in order to spend more time with her family in Florida, the company said in a statement. Hawk, 56, will be replaced by a longtime executive Martin Walters, who will continue in his role as CEO of Victoria's Secret and Company. In 2021, VSCO became a publicly traded company after it was spun off from L Brands, which also owned Bath & Body Works. Hawk, who worked for L Brands since 2008, took over Pink in 2018 and was elevated to brand CEO at Victoria's Secret last July. The Post reached out to Victoria's Secret for comment. The Ohio-based conglomerate also announced on Tuesday that it had completed its $400 million acquisition of Adore Me, the New York City-based direct-to-consumer lingerie startup. Adore Me, which recently celebrated its 10th anniversary, bills itself as the first lingerie brand to offer extending sizing across a wide range of styles and categories. Victoria's Secret hopes the acquisition of Adore Me will boost earnings and cash flow in the new year. Sales of the parent company fell 8.5% in the third quarter, year over year, due to lagging activity in its North American stores. Now look at that. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is great. That is attractive. Well, I don't know about the bald lady, that's not really my thing, but, that's not looking bad. That's where, that seems to be good. But it doesn't seem like it's doing so well now. Victoria's Secret & Co. also reported 29 cents in earnings per share, which beat estimates was still well below the 81 cents that was reported in the third quarter of the previous year. In the last 12 months, Victoria's Secret & Co.'s stock price has fallen around 40%, outpacing the CMP 500's decline of around 20%. Victoria's Secret is striving to regain its once dominant position in the women's intimate retail space, and the company, which generated north of $7.7 billion in annual sales in the early to mid-2000s, has been slow to adapt to the changing tastes of consumers who prefer Boston Timberland products. Charge. At the peak of its powers, Victoria's Secret owned more than a third of our market share in the women's lingerie category. By 2018, its market share was at around 24%. The company suffered a further hit to its reputation after it was learned that Leslie Wexner, the billionaire entrepreneur who was credited with building Victoria's Secret into a behemoth, shared close ties with the late, pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Oh my. The brand, which was once known for promoting its waif-thin supermodel angels, introduced plus-size additions to its catalog in recent years in order to keep up with the current trends. And of course, this place they get blasted. Good riddance. The merchandise was never more cheaply made or unattractive under her brief helm. It has been declining for years. The company would do fine if they brought back pretty things of good quality. They have not seemed to follow that once-winning formula for the last 10 years. Versus began its descent when it added a cross-dresser to its angel lineup, and is not coming back. Neither are its former customers, of which I was one. So, I don't think they seem to realize what's going on. Oh well, it looks like the Victoria's Secret is going downhill, smashing down into a huge hole that they probably won't get back. Well, I guess what happens when you want to cater to a fan base that nobody finds it good, and nobody wants to adopt your policy. Well, keep trying to adopt to this body positivity, which is actively killing people, and nobody really finds attractive. Not even the women themselves. Have fun, Victoria's Secret. Go downhill and burn into a mighty pile of flames. All the power to you. That's it, guys, for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.